So for the past 3 weeks, I've been on ghost mode, and it's changed my life in ways that I didn't expect it to. And it really shifted my perspective, and it helped me be way more productive and reach my goals. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can do it and the structure that I did that hopefully will help, anyone who's interested in really focusing in and getting things done. So first, let's talk about the difference between ghost mode and monk mode. With monk mode, a lot of people use it so that they can focus in on a goal or a task for a set period of time, and they still have access to other forms of distractions, right? With ghost mode, it's a lot more strict in terms of who you interact with and the contact that you have. This video is focusing more so on ghost mode because that's what I've been doing. So the first thing you need to do is you need to set parameters. Anybody in your life that is going to pull away your attention and focus, you have to block. And now I'm not talking about like not talking to them or whatever. I'm talking about physically go on your contact list, right? You can let them know ahead of time, people who are close to you, right? Let them know, look, I'm locking in for 3 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever, or like a month, 2 months, however long you want to lock in for, right? You tell them, right? And if they're close to you, they'll understand, right? But then you go on their contact and you block them for that period of time so that if they call you, they can't reach you. If they text you, they can't reach you. You need to be unreachable by the people that don't need to reach you. Now, there's two things I'm going to speak on, right? The first thing, obviously, I know what you're thinking. Well, if I cut everybody off, how will I know if something bad is going to happen or if there's an emergency? That's true. I understand that. Here's the thing. You're going to decide who is actually an emergency contact based on if they genuinely need you in the case of an emergency. So your friend who wants to hang out with you on the weekends, like they're blocked, bro. You need to put them to the side for now, right? Or I don't know, the group chat that you have that you guys just send memes to each other, they're blocked, bro. They don't need you right now, right? You need to focus on yourself. Prioritize yourself on the ghost mode because right now you're the number one. You're the main focus. If they need you for an emergency, they are able to reach you in that context. Outside of that context, they shouldn't even be able to reach you. People you live with is like, yeah, what are you going to do about that? But if you're away from them or if you don't live with them, you should only be contacted in case of emergency or necessity. Anything outside of that is for now. Something that I learned doing this ghost mode is that sometimes you water dead plants. And watering dead plants, it basically means that there are certain relationships where people only care about you in a certain context, right? So you'll have that one friend that you think you're cool with, right? But they only want to hang out with you in a certain context. So, oh, let's get on the game. Yo, get on the game, get online, right? But you ask them to do anything else and it's nah, I can't, bro, I'm busy, right? Oh, yeah, let's get on the game. Oh, yo, let's go to the park. Oh, yo, let's go to the party. Like, you know what I mean? They only want to associate with you when it's convenient for them. Whatever activity they like doing is when they want to involve themselves with you. But in any other context, they don't care. Like, they're not going to be there for you. And when you go into ghost mode, you weed out a lot of those people. They're not going to hit you up and be like, yo, how you been? Obviously, for one, they probably can't because you blocked them. But for two, if you tell them ahead of time, right? Or even if you don't, they're not going to make an extra effort to figure out like, oh, what's going on with this guy, whatever. Like, you know who I'm talking about. You're probably thinking, oh man, like I can't block Joseph. I can't block Joseph, bro. Like, that's my boy. We've been training since whatever, right? Joseph, honestly, bro, Joseph isn't as dialed in as you are, bro. If he really understands your vision and your purpose, he'll be there. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta let Joseph go, bro. In middle school, I bet you had a bunch of friends. What happened to them, right? In high school, you probably had a bunch of friends. What happened to them? In college, you probably had a couple friends. What happened to them? Friends come and go, but your purpose and your vision should last forever. Next phase, you have to get clear on your habits and your goals. So you've cut out the distractions, right? That's the first part. The second part is you need to figure out what you're going to do with your time, because there's no point in isolating yourself if all you're going to do is do the same habits every day, right? Because at that point, you might as well have not cut anybody off. I recommend setting 3 goals and I recommend setting 3 habits. The reason why is because if you have 3 goals, you can fill up your day more. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Like if you have one thing you want to do in the day and you get it done, now you have the whole day where you're kind of like in this period of like, oh, well, what do I do with my time? I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. And then you're just going to end up falling back into bad habits or distracting yourself or not really doing anything productive, right? But if you have like 3 goals, I think 3 is a really good number, then you're going to be on track to like, okay, well, now you know you need to do this, now you need to do this, and then you need to do that. Now that you've set your 3 goals, you're going to set 3 habits. Now, these habits are going to be things that you do, right? We're not focusing so much on what you're going to take away just yet, but what are you actually going to do now that you have these goals set? These are the habits that I do right now that help me with my ghost mode. So my first habit is waking up early. I wake up every day at 5:30, regardless of if I'm going to work at my like regular job or if I'm not going to work. Every single day, 7 days a week, I set my alarm for 5:30 a.m. and I wake up at that time. I'm gonna give you a story, right? So this happened today actually. So I woke up, went to do martial arts, did Muay Thai, and I came back and I got a couple things done this morning already. And I was doing my laundry a bit ago. The bin is still empty, bro. The bin is always empty, bro. You'll never catch me lacking on the laundry, bro. But I do my laundry and I see a lady from my building, right? And we're chopping it up a little bit. And I asked her, I was like, well, first thing she said, good morning, right? And I'm like, good morning. Like, I've been up for like 4 hours. And I'm not saying that to flex or put her down or be like, yeah, I'm Mr. Productive Man. But I've been up for a while already. So when she said good morning, I'm thinking it's like noon or like 1, but it was 9. I'm like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But she says good morning. We chop it up. And then later on, I asked her how she's doing. And she's like, oh, like my day just started, but I got work going on in the morning. So I'm trying to get my laundry out the way. And I'm like, I had this block of time from 5 to 9 before I saw her. And she's starting her day from 9 onwards. And it just made me realize, bro, if you're early, if you want to get ahead of people, sometimes the easiest way is to literally just be awake earlier. Like sometimes that's the easiest way. The easiest way is to just be awake before everyone else. And you will, by definition, start and be ahead of people. So waking up early is my first habit. My second habit, Bible study in the morning. Now, if you're not religious, if you're not following a faith, then you can sub that out with whatever you want. But me, I'm Christian. You see the cross. You see the cross. You see the cross. Yes, sir. The thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to talking about Christianity, bro, Christians are the most judgmental people you will ever meet in your life, bro. It's actually crazy. But that's a whole different conversation, bro. We don't need to have that right now. You might have something different that you want to do, but these are my habits. So it just gives you an idea of what I'm doing. And the third habit is journaling and tabulating. So journaling is pretty straightforward. I write down, thoughts that I had, things I accomplished in the day, blah, blah, blah. But tabulating is when I kind of go over how much money I spent in the day. And I just keep track of my expenses, how much money I've made on my paycheck, staying on top of my money, like stuff like that, right? So I do that every single day. These are habits that I have to do. I think anything more than 3 habits, you start to kind of overload yourself and it becomes a little bit difficult to juggle everything. So stick to those, stick to 3. You don't have to do my 3, but you need to do 3 healthy habits, things you're taking away now. So we all have vices, bro. The best thing you can do is to eliminate all of them, right? If you can eliminate all your distractions and your vices, like scrolling on social media and like mindlessly scrolling on social media, or eating, like overeating junk food, just not being able to control yourself. If you can get rid of that completely, like thumbs up, bro, you're doing great. But the reality is, it's hard to completely eliminate a bad habit unless you have a significant change in identity. And that doesn't come through that comes through a lot of time and repeated effort, right? So if we're talking about this ghost mode that you're going to start whenever you start, right? I recommend starting it soon. I recommend starting it today if you want to be honest. But if we're talking about removing vices, I'm going to suggest that you plan your vices. If you plan when you do your vice, it's going to be much healthier than trying to eliminate the vice entirely. So that's going to segue me into the whole scheduling your vices thing. So your first phase, right? Your first phase, you set parameters. You've eliminated the distractions. You've isolated yourself. The second phase, you figured out what you're actually trying to accomplish with this ghost mode. Now we're going to talk about the third phase. You need to schedule your day. I'm not saying you need to make a to-do list where you're like, oh, today I want to buy eggs and then I'm going to go work out and then I'm going to, no. We're not doing a to-do list. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, in 30-minute increments, you are going to schedule your entire day, the whole thing. So right now I'm trying to build up my martial arts again, right? Because I haven't done martial arts in a bit. I'm trying to focus on building this YouTube channel. I'm trying to advance in my career. So this is how I've kind of broken it down in my day. I'll have my morning routine or whatever, and then I'll have the schedule for the classes and what time the classes are. And then I'll have a schedule for when I need to edit, upload, and script a video. And then I'll have scheduled an hour of deep work. Now this hour of deep work is something you are going to do every single day. You specifically, you watching this video, you're going to do it. 1 hour of deep work every single day, non-negotiable. I don't care when you do it. If you're a night owl, do it at night. If you're an early bird, do it in the morning. I don't care. But that's what you're going to do every single day. You have to promise me that. All right? Promise me. You promise? Good. And subscribe too, because why not? Plan the day, right, as the starting point. But then once you have an idea of what your day looks like, spread it out into the week. And now you have an idea of your full weekly plan for what you're going to do every day in 30-minute increments. What if something important comes up? What if I have an emergency? I can't just give up my time. Listen, life happens, all right? If you have your daughter who has her dance recital, right, and you have to work out at 6 p.m., just go to your daughter's dance recital, okay? It's not going to kill you. But you have to understand this. Your time is incredibly valuable. And I can't stress this enough, bro. This ghost mode isn't to boost your ego. It's not so that you can hit more numbers. It's not so that you can get more done. The point of a ghost mode is for you to take control of your life back. You don't understand, bro. We live in a society where everybody wants your time and attention. I want your time and attention. The people who watch my videos are between the age of 18 to 33. It's already been at the minimum 18 years. Do you see how fast it went? You're 18. You're a grown adult. Like this, bro. And you're telling me that you want to just throw your time around like you don't care about it? Time and money, bro. It's better for you, honestly, to waste money than it is for you to waste time. So when it comes down to setting a schedule, this isn't so that you can feel big about taking a cold shower at 6. This is about you reclaiming your life and deciding what you want to do with your time. You hear me, bro? Do you hear me, bro? Decide what you want to do with your time. Don't let the world pull you away any which direction it wants to, bro. Because that's how you end up living a life of just disappointment. So let me talk about the rules of ghost mode. first things first, no social media. So you shouldn't have Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Cut those out, bro. Second thing. Now this is gonna ruffle some feathers, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Video games and movies and anime. I don't think it's wrong to use them. I think if you schedule your time and you only use it for a bit of time, then it's okay. But you have to understand that these habits don't serve you. They're just distractions that make you feel good in the moment and take you away from reality, but they don't build you up, right? They don't take you anywhere. If you're okay with that, then whatever, you know what I mean? But when you go to schedule your time, go to schedule your vice, don't schedule it for like 6 hours, bro. Don't be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do my work and then I'm gonna game for 6 hours, bro. Or I'm gonna watch anime for 6 hours. And you might be thinking, oh, this guy just talking, bro. Ohayo minasan. Boku no maki desu. Yoroshiku gozaimashita. Bro, I learned Japanese, bro. I was in the culture, bro. I'm not saying this as someone who's like an outside in. Dude, I was a gamer, heavy anime watcher, just like you, for years. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all that like experience points I had. I used to play Skyrim, bro. Skyrim, the Yakuza games, RPGs, they're my thing, bro. But all of that experience that I spent gaming didn't translate to anything tangible in real life. Like, yeah, I speak a little bit of Japanese, but that wasn't from anime. That was from actually going out and learning the language. So you make the decision, but I would heavily suggest that you choose against gaming and anime, right? And when it comes to junk food and whatever vices you have, bro, you know your vices more than I can tell you your vices. When you go into ghost mode, you're gonna notice the changes very quickly. People say do the ghost mode for 6 months, do it for 12 months. I'm gonna be honest, I've done ghost mode for a month straight, right? Well, 21 days, we can round it up or not, I don't care. But I've been doing it for an extended period of time. And I don't recommend doing it forever. It's not something you can sustain. For the main reason being is it makes you kind of socially awkward. If I'm being honest, like I find that I'm less prone to want to talk to people now. I'll see people in person and I'll be like, oh, like I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to engage with this person. It makes you like kind of shy away from social interactions, which isn't healthy, bro. You don't want that to be your entire life. You want to be someone who can socialize, who can talk to people, who's comfortable in social settings, blah, 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 blah. So don't do it for too long. Don't restrict yourself from society forever, right? If you're going to do something like this, and I'm even considering pulling it back a little bit and doing more of a monk mode instead of a ghost mode. If you're going to do something like this long term, though, you should schedule 1 day a week to have a social interaction with one person only. So that at the very minimum, you're not a complete like social recluse. But that's what I recommend. So I think for my monk mode, I'm probably going to aim for something a little bit more balanced. I'm probably going to try to keep the schedule for sure. And then like deal with people still. Like still text, but not hang out with people. So I think at the minimum, I think that's kind of a better approach to doing it. But if you're more extreme and you can afford to just completely isolate, honestly, bro, go for it. If you don't care about being socially awkward, I'm not going to stop you, whatever. Let me know if I missed anything. Good luck with it, bro. Honestly, it's very transformative. It teaches you a lot about yourself. It teaches you a lot about just life. And it's something that a lot of people should do at least once and at least for a week or two, because it can genuinely change your perspective and it can make you so productive you question why you never did it in the first place. But anyways, watch this video, subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you in the next one.